Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a sit down video. Recently, as you guys have noticed from all the videos I've posted, I've been doing a lot of vlogs or a lot of just other videos. I haven't really done a sit down video in a while, like an actual true sit down video, and I thought that I would kind of stick to my roots of what I started with, and that was definitely my sit down videos. That's all my first 3 years was the sit down videos. So for right now, I wanted to do a sit down video. This isn't going to be like one that I've done before. This is going to be maybe a series I'm going to do, so every once in a while you'll see this maybe, and maybe you guys can ask do you remember this or do you remember that, and I'll tell you. So this is going to be I remember when. I would like to do this every once in a while. Like I said, I would like to do remember when's, my pet peeves, just things like that, or things like, why Chris and I stayed together as long, or how did we stay together, or something like that. I would love to do sit down videos kind of explaining who Chris and I are and the things that, we've done and do and all that stuff. But today is definitely going to be a remember when. So maybe this would be personal video. I don't know. We'll figure out what the title is. You can help me too. But today I'm going to do a remember when, and today I'm going to share with you the first time I breastfed in public, because this is a big thing for me. But the first time I breastfed in public was at the New Jersey's social services building, and I just vividly, I can remember everything that happened that day. I remember the day just not going how it was supposed to go. Chris was at work, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get here at 8 in the morning. I'm going to be out by 10 the latest. Joey's 8. I have stuff for him just in case. And I just remember the day going terrible. So I got there at 8 in the morning like I planned on it, not knowing that at 8 o'clock everyone and their mom is there. And I'm like, okay, I have one bottle pumped because I didn't think I was going to be there that long. I really didn't. And it just, 8 o'clock rolled around. He had I had to change his diaper. He was hungry. So I fed him, and I'm like, okay. I fed him again, and I'm like, okay. I still had, at that time, I had probably 3 ounces left. He only ate an ounce at that time. And I was like, okay, he was just kind of needed to top, he just needed to be topped off. Then 9 o'clock rolls around and he's hungry again. So I was like, okay, did it again. He ate just a little bit again. He wasn't really hungry. And then about 10:30 rolled around, and at this time Joey was hungry. I know he was full force hungry, and I was like, ugh. And my boobs were getting engorged because if you've ever breastfed or if you've ever had a baby, when your baby's close by and your baby's making the sounds, or is just there, your boobs just swell, they're anticipating it. And so I was engorged. I was getting you could feel it. I was getting engorged, and it hurt. And I was like, okay, I thought I was going to be out of here by this time. I thought I was already going to be home. So I remember going over to the security officer, because at this time I didn't want to breastfeed in front of everyone because I wasn't completely comfortable. And I asked the guy where I could breastfeed, if they had somewhere private I could breastfeed Joey. And he literally looked at me and was like, no. No, thinking about it, he was just like, no. And I'm like, okay. So I have nowhere to breastfeed Joey. I refused to breastfeed Joey in the bathroom. I absolutely refused. And I'm like, okay, here's the time. And I remember sitting down back in a corner. A guy had overheard me, and he's like, here, you can sit back here. And it was back in the corner, and I remember slowly breastfeeding Joey in public. And it was, I'm not gonna lie, the first time you do anything, it's terrifying, and that surely by far was the most terrifying thing ever, because I'm just at this time I wasn't completely, I wasn't against it, but I wasn't comfortable with it. And from what I knew, they go, places would always, even if it was a closet, they would always let you go be somewhere else. And you would think at a social service building where they promote this stuff that they would, but no, they had nowhere. And I at first I was mortified, but once I got started, I was fine. I eased into it, and then I just remember at the end of feeding him, I think I fed him for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and at the end of feeding him, this older lady came up to me and she goes, "I'm very proud of you. Not many people would, first of all, breastfeed." She's like, you do look pretty young. She's like, not everyone would breastfeed being so young, and not everyone would breastfeed in front of this filled room of people, and here you are doing both. And she's like, it just makes me happy that, you are doing it and your child's getting the best. And I'm not gonna lie, it made me feel so amazing to have this lady who I didn't even know, just tell me how, good it was that I was doing something. So that's my remember when. If you guys have a specific story that you remember, or something that's just vividly in your mind, please leave it in the comment section below. I would love to know the things that are big things in your mind that you can't forget, or if you have anything you want to know, do you remember your first kiss, or do you remember when you knew Chris was the one or something. Just leave it in the comment section below. I would love to answer your questions, whether it be in video form or if I type you out a comment. But I love doing these kind of things, and I love seeing how you guys respond and react. So I will see you again for my next video, and I hope you guys have an amazing night. And I have somebody here that I know wants to say something because he's moving closer. Come here. What do you want to say?
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.